Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into one of the most beautiful and historically rich coins ever minted in the United States, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. This coin may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but some of these quarters have sold for life-changing amounts of money. So listen carefully till the end, because this story might just inspire you to check your pocket change right after watching. The Connecticut State Quarter was released in 1999 as part of the U.S. Mint's famous 50 State Quarters program. It was the last coin issued in that first unforgettable year, following Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Georgia. What makes this quarter so memorable is its elegant and deeply symbolic design. On the reverse, you'll see the legendary charter oak, a sprawling, powerful tree that holds one of the most inspiring stories in American history. According to legend, in the year 1687, colonial leaders in Connecticut hid their royal charter inside the hollow trunk of this great oak tree to keep it safe from British authorities. The charter oak became a symbol of freedom and defiance, a reminder that the spirit of liberty has deep roots in American soil. When the U.S. Mint chose this design for the state of Connecticut, it wasn't just choosing an image of a tree. It was choosing a symbol of courage, independence, and the strength of the American people. But beyond its beauty and meaning, this coin has another side, a mysterious and fascinating world of minting errors and rare varieties that have turned some Connecticut quarters into valuable collector's items worth thousands of dollars. Let's start with one of the most desirable mistakes, the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a shadow-like doubling effect. On some Connecticut quarters, you can see doubling in the branches of the charter oak, or even in the text, particularly in the words Connecticut, the Charter Oak, or United States of America. These doubled features can be subtle or bold, but either way, they're prized by collectors who know just how rare such coins are. Another type of valuable error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or cut off. The greater the off-center strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Some off-center Connecticut quarters show part of the outer design missing entirely, while others have just a slight shift that gives them an unusual and fascinating appearance. Each one is unique, and collectors love that sense of individuality. Then there are struck-through errors, where a foreign material, like grease, dust, or metal shavings, gets between the die and the coin blank during production. This can cause missing details or unusual textures on the coin's surface. Some Connecticut quarters have been found with faint or incomplete tree branches or missing lettering, making them truly one-of-a-kind pieces that tell the story of an imperfect but remarkable minting process. Condition also plays a massive role in value. Most 1999 Connecticut quarters circulated through countless hands, losing their shine and developing scratches or wear. But the coins that were preserved in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning they've never been used, can command impressive prices. The sharper the design, the brighter the luster, and the fewer the imperfections, the higher the value climbs. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional services, such as MS 67 or MS 68, are especially rare and valuable. Another fascinating aspect that excites collectors is the proof versions of the Connecticut quarter struck at the San Francisco Mint. These proof coins were made specifically for collectors using special dies and highly polished blanks. They have a mirror-like finish and exceptional detail, but even among proof coins, errors can occur, making them even more desirable. A proof Connecticut quarter with a unique minting flaw can fetch incredible prices at auctions. Now, let's talk about what makes the Connecticut quarter stand out in the world of rare coins. Beyond the design and the errors, this coin has sentimental and historical value that adds to its appeal. It was part of the very first batch of state quarters ever produced, and being among the first gives it a unique legacy. The tree design also resonates with collectors because it represents endurance and strength. qualities that perfectly symbolize what coin collecting is all about: patience, discovery, and appreciation for detail. Imagine you're sorting through your loose change, maybe from an old drawer or a coin jar, and you notice a Connecticut quarter that looks a little different. You hold it up to the light, and the branches of the charter oak seem to double or the lettering looks slightly out of place. That's when your heart skips a beat, because you might be holding one of those extremely rare error quarters that collectors are constantly searching for. Over the years, stories have surfaced of people finding valuable coins in ordinary places, tucked away in coin rolls from the bank or forgotten in old collections. These hidden treasures remind us that even the smallest coin can hold incredible value if you know what to look for. The Connecticut quarter is one of those coins that has surprised collectors time and again with its hidden rarities and breathtaking prices at auction.so. If you come across one, take a close look. Examine every letter, every curve of the branches, and the edges of the coin. If you notice doubling, misalignment, or missing details, you could be looking at something truly special. Always handle it gently, avoid cleaning it, and consider getting it professionally appraised, because its true worth might shock you. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value that makes this coin truly legendary. A rare 1999 Connecticut State quarter featuring a unique minting error and preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition has been valued by collectors at an astounding $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. $83,000 for a single quarter. It's unbelievable to think that a small piece of metal that once bought a piece of candy could now be worth a fortune. This is why coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a thrilling adventure full of history, beauty, and the excitement of discovery.so. Keep checking your pocket change and your old coin jars. You never know when a simple quarter could turn into your most valuable find. Top 2, we're talking about one of the most famous, mysterious, and valuable coins in the entire United States State Quarter series, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but for those who know its secrets, it's a piece of pure numismatic gold. So sit back, listen carefully, and discover why this coin has captured the imagination of collectors all around the world. The Wisconsin State Quarter was released in 2004 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, celebrating Wisconsin's heritage, history, and pride. The design on the reverse features a dairy cow, a wheel of cheese, and an ear of corn, symbols that perfectly represent Wisconsin's agricultural strength and its title as America's Dairyland. But what makes this coin truly fascinating isn't the design itself. It's a small detail hidden within the design that changed everything. When these quarters were first released, collectors noticed something strange about some of the coins minted in Denver. On the leaf of corn, there appeared to be an extra detail, a small but distinct bump that didn't exist on most other coins. This discovery shocked the collecting community and quickly divided the coins into 3 categories: the normal version, the extra leaf high, and the extra leaf low. These small variations turned what was supposed to be an ordinary quarter into one of the most exciting and sought-after coins in modern U.S. history. The extra leaf varieties were believed to be the result of die gouges, accidental marks made on the die used to strike the coins. But no one knows for sure how they were created. Some think it was an honest mistake at the Denver Mint. Others believe it might have been done intentionally by a mint worker, giving birth to one of the greatest modern coin mysteries. Whatever the truth, the outcome is the same. Collectors around the world have been chasing these rare error coins ever since. Let's talk about how to identify them. The extra leaf low variety shows a small leaf curling down near the bottom of the corn stalk, while the extra leaf high shows a similar mark curling upward and closer to the ear of corn itself. These extra leaves are clearly visible with the naked eye, making it easy to check your Wisconsin quarters to see if you might have a rare variety hiding in your change. Most people who collected the Wisconsin quarter never noticed these differences, and millions of coins went into circulation before the error was discovered. By the time collectors realized what was happening, the special varieties were already spread across the country, tucked away in wallets, cash registers, and coin jars. Finding one today in your change is like striking gold. Now, let's talk about rarity and value. The standard Wisconsin quarter, even in uncirculated condition, is common and worth just face value. But if you have one of the extra leaf varieties, especially in pristine condition, its value skyrockets. Coins with sharp details, original mint luster, and no scratches can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But the rarest and most valuable examples are those graded in top condition by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Over time, these coins have become a legend in American coin collecting. The story of the extra leaf quarter spread like wildfire, appearing in newspapers, coin shows, and even television reports. It became one of those magical moments where the public suddenly realized that valuable coins might be sitting right in their pockets. The excitement turned casual coin collectors into dedicated treasure hunters, all hoping to find the next big discovery. Some of these coins were even found in sealed mint sets, meaning they were never circulated, giving them a stunning, almost mirror-like appearance. A few of those uncirculated error coins have gone on to fetch astonishing prices at auctions, shocking even the most experienced collectors. But there's more. Beyond the famous extra leaf varieties, there are also a few other rare Wisconsin quarter errors that can make a coin valuable. For example, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet errors, where the metal blank itself is flawed, can dramatically increase a coin's value. A Wisconsin quarter with both an error and one of the extra leaf varieties is considered the ultimate prize for serious collectors. Another reason this coin is so popular is its symbolism. The design celebrates the backbone of America's economy: farming, hard work, and the values of the Midwest. There's something poetic about the fact that this humble coin, featuring the symbols of everyday life, became a national treasure. It reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary things can become extraordinary when you look closely. Collectors today continue to talk about the Wisconsin quarter as one of the greatest modern minting mysteries. Was the extra leaf intentional? Was it a quiet act of rebellion by someone inside the mint? Or just a happy accident? No one knows for sure, and that mystery only makes the coin more desirable. If you ever come across a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, take a careful look at that ear of corn. Examine the leaves closely, both below and above the main ear. If you see something unusual, a small raised bump or an extra leaf where there shouldn't be one, don't spend it. You might be holding a rare and valuable piece of U.S. minting history in your hand. Collectors love coins like these because they blend beauty, mystery, and rarity into one. Each coin tells a story of how small imperfections can turn into national treasures, and how something as simple as a quarter can become worth more than anyone could imagine. So next time you're sorting through your pocket change or checking a coin roll from the bank, keep an eye out for that cow, cheese, and corn, because one of those coins could change your life. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: the unbelievable value of this coin. A 2004 Wisconsin state quarter featuring the rare extra leaf error, preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition, has been valued by collectors at an astonishing $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. $80,000 for a single quarter. That's the magic of coin collecting: history, art, and mystery all coming together in the palm of your hand. So keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, your next big discovery might just be hiding in your change. Top 3. Today's story takes us on a journey to the Western Pacific, to a small island with a big place in American history, Guam. We're talking about the 2009 United States of America state quarter dollar featuring Guam, one of the most intriguing and collectible coins from the U.S. territory series. This coin might look ordinary to some, but to those who know its secrets, it's a piece of hidden treasure. So listen carefully, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you look at your spare change forever. The Guam quarter was released in 2009 as part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters program, a special continuation of the state quarter series that celebrated America's territories around the world. It was minted to honor Guam's rich heritage, its history as a U.S. territory, and its deep cultural roots in the Pacific. The design on the reverse side of the coin is both symbolic and meaningful. It features an outline of the island of Guam, a traditional sailing vessel known as the Flying Prow, and a latte stone, a distinctive pillar used by the ancient Chamorro people to support their homes. These elements together represent Guam's strength, history, and resilience as a community. Now, while this coin may seem like just another modern quarter, some versions of the 2009 Guam quarter have stunned collectors with their rarity, unusual features, and jaw-dropping auction prices. The secret lies in the errors, the fascinating mistakes that occurred during the minting process, turning a simple 25-cent piece into a collector's dream. Let's start with one of the most famous types, the double die error. On some Guam quarters, the doubling can be clearly seen on the inscriptions, especially around the words Guam or E pluribus unum. When you tilt the coin under the light, the letters appear doubled or slightly shadowed, making the design look almost 3D. These coins are extremely popular because double die errors are rare and often unique to each die used in the minting process. Another type of valuable mistake is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during minting, causing the design to appear shifted or cut off. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially if part of the design is missing but the date is still visible. Off-center Guam quarters are considered true collector's items because they showcase a very visible minting flaw that's both eye-catching and rare. There's also the struck-through grease error, where grease or debris interferes during minting, causing parts of the design to be faint or missing. Some Guam quarters show partial outlines of the island or missing details in the flying prow or the latte stone. These coins are often found by sharp-eyed collectors who know that missing detail doesn't always mean damage. It could mean value. Another interesting variety is the clipped planchet error, where a small section of the coin's edge is missing due to a misfeed in the minting machine. A Guam quarter with a clean, curved clip is not only rare but can command impressive prices among error coin enthusiasts. What makes these errors so fascinating is that they occurred at a time when the U.S. Mint was using advanced technology, making such mistakes far less common than in earlier decades. That's why modern errors, like those found on the Guam quarter, attract so much attention. They're unexpected, mysterious, and limited in number. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition. As with all collectible coins, the value of a Guam quarter depends heavily on its grade. Most quarters were used in daily circulation and show signs of wear, scratches, and fading. But those preserved in mint state condition, meaning they have never been used, can be worth far more. The higher the grade, like MS 67 or MS 68, the greater the coin's brilliance and the higher its potential market value. Proof versions of the Guam quarter, especially those struck at the San Francisco Mint with mirror-like finishes, can also hold significant value, particularly if they have unique errors or variations. The Guam quarter also holds deep historical and cultural significance that adds to its appeal. The island's image on the coin symbolizes resilience and pride, a tribute to the Chamorro people who have called Guam home for thousands of years. The flying prow, a traditional sailing canoe, represents the ingenuity and spirit of exploration that defines the Pacific Islands. The latte stone stands as a testament to Guam's ancient civilization and its connection to the land. Collectors appreciate coins like this not just for their rarity, but for the stories they tell, stories of identity, endurance, and legacy. For collectors, finding a 2009 Guam quarter with any type of error feels like uncovering a hidden piece of history. These coins bridge the modern minting era with the timeless thrill of discovery, proving that even the smallest details can make a massive difference. Imagine sorting through your coin jar or checking your change after a store purchase, and there it is, a Guam quarter with doubling in the lettering or a small off-center strike. That moment of realization is what makes coin collecting so exciting. It's not just about metal and mint marks. It's about finding beauty and value in the unexpected. Over the years, rare Guam quarters have surfaced at coin shows, auctions, and even online marketplaces, often fetching surprising prices. Collectors compete fiercely for examples in top condition or with particularly bold errors. The thrill of the hunt never fades, because everyone hopes to be the next person to discover that one extraordinary coin that slipped through the cracks of the minting process. Every time a collector finds an error coin, it tells a story of imperfection turned into perfection, a reminder that even a small mistake can create something truly extraordinary. The 2009 Guam quarter is one of those coins that continues to fascinate numismatists with its rarity, design, and the mystery of how such errors escape the mint's quality control. So, the next time you see a Guam quarter in your change, don't overlook it. Take a closer look at the island outline, the lettering, and the fine details. You might just be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than 25 cents. Keep your magnifying glass handy, because that one tiny detail could make all the difference. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value of this remarkable coin. A rare 2009 Guam state quarter featuring a unique minting error and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition has been valued by collectors at an astonishing $77,000. Yes, you heard that right. $77,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine finding something like that in your pocket change. This is what makes coin collecting such a thrilling adventure. History, mystery, and hidden fortune all rolled into one. So keep searching, stay curious, and never underestimate the value of the coins in your hand. Top 4. We're traveling to the heart of America to uncover one of the most fascinating coins in the entire state quarter series, the 2002 United States of America state quarter dollar from Ohio. This coin is packed with history, mystery, and surprising value that has shocked collectors around the world. So stay tuned until the end, because this little piece of metal might just turn out to be worth more than you ever imagined. The Ohio quarter was released in 2002 as part of the legendary 50 state quarters program, one of the most popular coin series ever created by the U.S. Mint. The design celebrates Ohio's proud history as the birthplace of aviation and honors its contributions to exploration, both in the skies and beyond. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see an astronaut standing next to the outline of the state of Ohio, with a vintage airplane flying overhead. It's a tribute to two of Ohio's most famous sons, Orville and Wilbur Wright, the pioneers of flight, and to the many astronauts who came from this state, including the first man to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong. The words "birthplace of aviation pioneers" curve proudly across the top, making this coin not only beautiful but deeply symbolic. It represents progress, discovery, and the courage to explore, values that define both Ohio and America as a whole. But beyond its striking design lies a hidden world of rare varieties and minting errors that have made some Ohio quarters worth thousands, and even tens of thousands, of dollars. One of the most talked about and valuable types of errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a shadow-like doubling on the text or images. On the Ohio quarter, collectors have found doubling in the astronaut's helmet, the airplane's propellers, and even the lettering around the edges of the coin. These doubled designs give the coin an almost 3D effect, and because every double die error is slightly different, each one is unique, a one-of-a-kind collector's piece. Another rare type of error is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. This can result in part of the design being cut off or shifted. The greater the misalignment, the rarer the coin becomes, especially if the date and key features are still visible. Off-center Ohio quarters are highly prized because they're so visually distinct and clearly show that something went wrong during production. Then there are struck-through errors, where foreign materials like grease or dust interfere with the striking process. These errors can cause missing details or faded parts of the design, such as a faint outline of the astronaut or missing parts of the airplane. What makes these coins so fascinating is that no two struck-through errors are ever the same. They're like fingerprints, each with its own story and pattern. Another interesting variety collectors look for is the clipped planchet error, where part of the coin's edge is missing due to a misfeed in the minting machine. This creates a smooth, curved cut on the coin's rim. Clipped planchet Ohio quarters are rare and sought after, especially when the clip doesn't interfere with the main design and the coin remains well-centered. Beyond errors, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Most Ohio quarters entered circulation and show signs of wear, but those preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, known as mint state coins, can be worth much more. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are especially valuable, as they display sharp details, brilliant luster, and no noticeable blemishes. Proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint with mirror-like finishes are also desirable, particularly if they feature unusual toning or minor variations. Collectors love the Ohio quarter not just for its design and errors, but also for its historical significance. It tells the story of humanity's journey from the first powered flight to landing on the moon, all in one design. It captures the spirit of exploration that defines American innovation. That connection to history makes this coin deeply meaningful for both collectors and historians. Imagine holding one of these quarters in your hand, a coin that celebrates human achievement and might also hold incredible financial value. You look closely, notice a slight doubling on the letters, or maybe the design seems shifted to one side. That's when you realize you could be holding something truly special. There's no better feeling for a coin collector than discovering that a small detail, invisible to most, could be the key to unlocking a hidden fortune. Over the years, several rare Ohio quarters have sold at auctions for eye-popping amounts. Coins with bold double-die features or significant off-center strikes in top condition have reached prices few could believe. Part of what makes these coins so exciting is their mystery. How such precise machines could produce these unexpected imperfections. For collectors, that mystery only adds to their charm. One of the reasons the Ohio quarter continues to attract attention is because it's part of a transitional period in U.S. minting. The early 2000s state quarters marked a revival in public interest in coin collecting, and millions of Americans began checking their change for rare finds. The Ohio quarter stood out for its powerful imagery and for the remarkable errors that escaped detection. Even today, collectors search for hidden varieties, knowing that these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. If you're new to collecting, here's what you should do. Check your coin rolls, search your change, and look closely at every 2002 Ohio quarter you come across. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the lettering, especially around Ohio, in God we trust, and birthplace of aviation pioneers. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or faint details that seem unusual. If you find one, don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value. Instead, place it in a protective holder and get it examined by a professional grading service. For coin lovers, the Ohio quarter is a reminder of why we collect, for the thrill of the hunt, the love of history, and the excitement of finding beauty in small details. It's coins like these that remind us that treasures aren't always buried deep underground. Sometimes, they're right there in your pocket, waiting to be noticed. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the stunning value of this remarkable coin. A rare 2002 Ohio State quarter featuring a unique minting error and preserved in perfect uncirculated condition has been valued by collectors at an incredible $75,000. Yes, you heard that right. $75,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine that. Something you could easily overlook in your change could actually be a life-changing discovery. That's the magic of coin collecting. History, art, and hidden fortune all coming together in one tiny piece of metal. So keep searching, stay curious, and always look twice at your change, because your next great discovery might be closer than you think. Top 5. We're diving into the fascinating world of one of America's most symbolic and meaningful quarters, the 2015 United States of America State Quarter Dollar from Saratoga, New York. This coin doesn't just shine because of its design. It tells a powerful story of victory, alliance, and freedom. And for collectors, it hides rare secrets and minting errors that have turned ordinary pocket change into a breathtaking treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So stay tuned, listen carefully, and enjoy the full story behind one of the most talked-about coins in modern U.S. history. The Saratoga quarter was released in 2015 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, and it honors one of the most significant moments of the American Revolutionary War, the Battle of Saratoga, fought in 1777. This battle marked a turning point for the colonies and ultimately helped secure France's crucial support in the war against Britain. The design of the coin captures a dramatic and emotional moment, the surrender of the British General John Burgoyne to American General Horatio Gates. On the reverse, you can see one hand passing a sword to another, symbolizing surrender and the triumph of the American cause. What makes this design so powerful is its simplicity. Two hands, one moment, yet it changed the course of history. The inscription Saratoga, along with British Surrender 1777, reminds us of the courage and unity that helped shape the United States. But beyond its historical meaning, this coin has become a thrilling chase for collectors due to a range of rare mint errors and striking variations that make some versions incredibly valuable. Let's talk about those rare details that make the 2015 Saratoga quarter so special. One of the most famous errors associated with this coin is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a visible doubling on the inscriptions such as Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date, 2015. When this doubling appears clearly and sharply, it makes the coin extremely desirable. Collectors especially look for doubling around the words United States of America and Saratoga, as these are the areas where the doubling effect is most pronounced. Another stunning and valuable error found on the Saratoga quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is misaligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted to one side. Depending on how off-center the strike is, these coins can range from being slightly unusual to absolutely spectacular. If the date and mint mark are still visible while the design is off-center, collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for them. Then there's the struck-through grease error, which creates a faded or missing section of the design. This happens when excess grease or debris clogs the dies, causing parts of the coin to appear blurry or incomplete. On the Saratoga quarter, these errors can affect the hands holding the sword, making the scene look ghostly or abstract. Such coins are not only rare, but also visually striking, perfect for collectors who appreciate the oddities of minting history. Another type of rarity is the clipped planchet error, which occurs when the coin blank is punched from a metal sheet that overlaps a previously cut area. The result is a coin with a curved or straight missing edge. When this happens to a coin as symbolic as the Saratoga quarter, the result is a one-of-a-kind piece that combines history and imperfection in the most fascinating way. Even without errors, some Saratoga quarters are incredibly valuable in top condition. The highest grade examples, known as Mint State 68 or 69, have razor-sharp details, full luster, and no visible scratches or blemishes. These are the coins that collectors dream about. Proof versions, especially those with deep mirror finishes or strong cameo contrast from the San Francisco Mint, are also highly sought after. Their mirror-like fields and frosted designs make them stand out as small works of art. Collectors have also reported a few unusual color and toning varieties. Some Saratoga quarters have developed rainbow-like patinas or golden hues due to natural chemical reactions with the air over time. These toned coins, when combined with pristine surfaces, can be breathtaking, and collectors often pay premiums just for their beauty and uniqueness. Beyond the monetary value, what truly sets this coin apart is its story. The Saratoga quarter isn't just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of hope, strategy, and unity. It reminds us of the courage it took to achieve freedom and how small moments can define the destiny of a nation. Every time you hold this coin, you're holding a reminder of a historic surrender that changed the world forever. Now imagine finding a Saratoga quarter in your change and realizing it's not ordinary. You notice something. Maybe the lettering looks doubled, or the design seems slightly off-center. You take a closer look, your heart starts to race, and you realize you might be holding a piece of American history worth thousands of dollars. That's the thrill every collector lives for, that mix of luck, passion, and discovery that makes this hobby so exciting. Many collectors have shared stories of finding these coins unexpectedly, tucked away in old rolls or hidden in family coin jars. Some of these coins have gone on to be sold at major auctions for jaw-dropping amounts. The combination of history, symbolism, and era rarity makes the 2015 Saratoga quarter one of the standout coins in the entire America. The beautiful series, if you're checking your coins, focus on the details, the edges, the inscriptions, the strike quality. Examine both sides carefully under good light or with a magnifying glass. Look for unusual spacing, doubling, or faded areas. And if you find something that looks different, keep it safe and never clean it, because cleaning can destroy its collector value. Instead, have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, every great collection begins with curiosity and careful observation. The Saratoga quarter teaches us that even modern coins can carry deep history and hidden treasure. And that's what makes collecting so rewarding. Every coin tells a story, and every story has the potential to surprise you. So, how valuable can a 2015 Saratoga State quarter really be? Well, hold on to your seats, because a rare error coin from this series, with a clear doubling and preserved in pristine mint condition, has been valued by collectors and experts at an incredible $72,000. Yes, you heard that right. $72,000 for a single quarter. A small piece of metal, carrying the story of freedom, courage, and the beauty of imperfection, now worth a fortune. That's the magic of coins. They connect the past to the present and turn simple change into something truly priceless. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep your eyes open. Your next coin find could be your own piece of history and maybe even your golden discovery. Thanks for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss the next amazing story from the world of rare coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next quarter be the one that changes everything.